Hi guys, we're going to start with our lying down position, feet on the floor. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn on that one light. Um, Start with your bridging. Oh, you can't? You can't hear me? Can you hear me, Shireen? Okay, give me a thumbs if you can hear me. Betty, you can't hear me? I think it's on your end. We're going to start lying down on bridge. I'm just making sure why Betty cannot hear. Betty, if you want, I'll call you on my telephone and you can put me on speaker. Okay, try that. Press your feet down and lift up and lower. Hi, guys. Nice to see you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for the light so much. Go up, curl up. Now, what you're doing is articulating through the spine. I'm giving us a chance to warm up. Betty, you must be good. Thumbs. Okay. Curl up and down. The feet are on the mat. And we're just waking up the back. We're waking up the hamstrings. We're waking up the glutes. Now, if you would like to add on an element of challenge, you can put the feet on top of your roller if you have one handy. If you don't worry. Just continue. 10 more. We'll curl up and down and up and down. And exhale. There you go. Nice. Good, Catherine. Good, Jean. And notice that your back feels a little bit more pliant. Your hamstrings and glutes should be firing. You can make it a little harder by pointing the toes down a little bit. There's a space underneath your neck, so you can slide pencils underneath it. Make sure when you go up, your hips are level. You might even put your hands on the hips to get that feedback. And make sure you're not going up so high that you're not just overpowering with the legs that you get too inwardly curved in your low back. You want to feel more glute and hamstrings than your low back. The next time you're up, stay up and hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Now on your exhale, lower down, and we'll take happy baby for a moment. The hands can go to your feet. Your knees can go beside your ribs. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to mix it up with a set of crisscross. So let your feet be on an imaginary table. Your hands are behind your head. Rotate your right shoulder to your left knee and your left shoulder to your right knee. You're exhaling as you exchange sides. Scan your abdominals when you switch sides to make sure the belly's pulling in. To make this harder, you're only going to bring your legs in to 90 degrees as if there's a wall right here. That'll keep the weight on this side of the fulcrum. It'll make it a little harder. If it's too hard, just pull it in a little closer. That'll give you a little reprieve. Now we're going to pull our toes back. So you're pressing through your heels. 8 more. 7, 6. Shoulder blades are lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower your head. Take your hands to your feet. Let your knees be wide. Now you're like a little butterfly. That's it. You can rock if you'd like. Inner thighs stretching. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Now as you exhale, we're going to let those feet down again on top of the roller if you have it, or on top of the floor. Now you're going to curl up. If you would like to, stay with 2 feet. If you would like to add on, lift up a foot. The hips are level, drop down and up. The ribs to hip distance is the same on both sides. Exhale, push. 5, inhale, lower. 7, 8, 9. Now lower that one foot that was in the air, lift up the other one. And you might even feel this is a hamstring stretch when you're doing this. Go up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower your foot. And then if you'd like to add on, right leg comes up. And we're going to add a leg pull. Lower it towards the front of the room and bring it back up. Heel, toe, heel, toe. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're going to let that foot down. Realign your hips. Take the other one up and lower, lower, exhale. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, that foot comes down. Inhale, exhale, lower your spine, and you can take the legs out like a V and pull the toes back towards your shins. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 2, and then on the 1, lower the feet back down to your foam roller or to the floor. We'll do another variation. So you're going to go up. You're at basically the top part, but you have a safe back, meaning it's not too lordotic or swayed under. We're going to do a set of neutral 10 pulses. So for about 2 inches, lift up and down 10 times. So just baby little pulses. 4, 5, 6, knees are over the heels. 7, 8. Now keep the feet there, open up the knees a little bit, external rotation, just a little 10 pulse. 10, and you'll feel more outer glutes, more outer hamstrings. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now let the knees touch, but keep the feet in the same place, like you're holding onto a postage stamp between your knees. Up and down 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So pull the pubic bone under so you're not jamming your back. 2, 1. Now come back to neutral. Roll that spine down. Hug your legs in and just give some point and flexes with your feet while you're relaxing your glutes and your low back. Big point and flex, big spread of the toes, and add some circles with your ankles. And we'll do the other way. Get them open. Now extend your legs long, either on the floor or on the roller. I prefer the roller for these. So place your calves on the roller, the lower calf heel area, and we're gonna inhale. As you exhale, I'm gonna move my arms so you can see. It's not a huge lift, but lift up your butte and lower. You see that? Yeah. Lift up. I'm clearing the floor, maybe just 2 inches or so. Lift up. Yep. Booty up and exhale up. Now, to make sure your knees do not hyperextend, you want to keep that knee bent slightly so you're not jamming the knee backwards. Up, and that's going to make those hamstrings fire even more. And up. Good. The toes are basically straight, pointing towards the sky. Lift up, and that is working. And up. Now hold it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down. 2 more sets of those. Knee soft, lift up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. And when you lower down, you're going to make sure you don't just like that collapse into the floor. It's a controlled lower, so take an inhale, lift up, hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower with control. Now lift up one leg. You're going to feel like there's a hamstring stretch. Hold that leg. And then if you would like to add on, curl your shoulder blades off the mat. You can even hold your foot up higher. Lift that left leg off the roller. And this leg has a hamstring stretch. This leg is working, abs are working. And hold. 10, 9. And you're going to be looking at the toes down there towards the other end of the room, like you have a peach between your chin and your chest. Good. Hey, Pam. And switch it up. Now this one goes up for a hamstring stretch. You can hold on to the thigh, the calf, or if you come up, you want to hold on to the toes if you can. Your 2 fingers hold on to the big toe. Other hand can just be above that thigh. Your right foot's off the floor. Keep that C scoop. 10, 9, 8. And the way you keep it out of your neck is you're up enough in the shoulder blades. That first 30 degrees of spinal flexion is all abs, so you should feel this at the abdominals. Inhale. And exhale, rest. Hands to your feet, the happy baby. And we're going to make it a little bit more dynamic. So for now, lift up the right leg and let your hands come behind whatever you can reach, your thighs or your calf. Float your shoulder blades off the mat. Inhale, inhale, and exhale, exchange. Inhale, inhale, and exhale, exchange. And exhale. And exhale. So when you're doing, keep going, I'm going to talk for a moment. When you're doing this inhale, it's going to the back side of your ribs. It's going to the side of the ribs. That way you don't lose your abdominal tone. So you don't want to be breathing diaphragmatically here because we need our abs to work. Now pull your toes back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, good. 3, 2, 1. Now rest your hands to your knees. Circle and circle. Good. And now I'm going to show a modification for double leg stretch. If you prefer to take the advanced variation and you know it, go for it. Otherwise, I'm going to show the modification. Head down, arms up, legs up. Exhale, hug. Inhale, arms up, legs up. Hug. Now I'm going to show a little bit harder, a little bit, arms go a little bit further away from your belly. Legs go a little bit further away. Now I'm going to show the more classic one. You're going to stay up the whole time, kind of like you're making a cannonball. Hug, stretch. Now the hard thing about this is that your inhale is on the part that's more challenging. Your limbs are far away, and so you're more challenged. So your inhale goes to the outer ribs, not the diaphragm. You want to keep your abdominal tone. Inhale, exhale, inhale, last one. Now the hands go to your knees, and you can just stir them as a unit if you want, separate, whatever feels good. You're just releasing. Good. And then we're going to take the foam roller out of the way just for a moment. Lift up the right leg and take the left leg down on the floor. And we're going to draw some circles, very large circles on the ceiling. Inhale, and then exhale. And then continue. Your left leg's pouring down to the ground. Your ribs are down on the ground. And your goal is to keep those ribs down on the ground. And the shoulder blades connected to the floor like lily pads on a pond. If you have any clicking, avoid those areas. And then let's do 8 the other way. Inhale, going big. Good. And inhale. Breathing. Now the last one, the 8th one, we did 8 and 8. Hold that hand underneath the thigh, and we're going to spread the toes and then reach them towards the sky. Spread towards you, and reach, and spread, and reach, and spread, and reach. Inhale. Now on your exhale, let's take that other leg down, leg up. Take your inhale, start your circle. And 4. Ribs are down. Shoulders are down. Going to go the other way. 8. When you're done with the 8, you can hold on to that thigh, pull the toes back, spread them out, reach through the toes. And now both legs are going to come up. When you're ready, inhale, both legs up. This is the corkscrew, hands beside your pelvis. The legs are going to glue together as you draw a circle. Inhale, ribs stay connected no matter where you are in your circle, even if that means you have to decrease how low you take the legs here. And if you're familiar with the advanced variation, you can lift your pelvis, and you're making sure you're not throwing your legs, so the knee angle never changes. You're just using your abdominals to lift up the weight of your legs. Good. All right, let's take 2 more. Your exhale is helping you. And let's tuck those little legs in. And just move those little ankles. Perfect. All right. Now, let's turn the body over, and we're going to do some swans. So you can take your foam roller. Your elbows are going to be long on the foam roller. If you don't have your roller, just use the floor. Hands wide. Go up and down. Beautiful. Go up. And down. Yep. There you go. That's okay. If you're just coming down, we're going to be doing these for a little. These are so nice. Up. 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 Now when you're ready, stay up and try to find a place where you can hold for 10, 8, 6, 2, and relax. We're going to do that 2 more sets of 10. Go up. Exhale down, 1 more set of 10. Inhale, go up. 1, 4, 7, and then lower down. And let's take one child's pose, and if you'd like to grab a sip, this is a great chance to do it. We're going to come back to that foam roller. Swan. This is optional. If you would like to stick with the example I just showed, you can. If you'd like to add on, you can lift up. And when you're up, you press hard with your left arm so your right hand can come back to your right hamstring. And then your right hand can come back to the roller. Your left hand comes to your left hamstring. Your right, your left, your right, and your left. Good, keep going. Good, really press strong with the arm that's on the roller. Both arms are going to go on the roller, and then lift up. 10, 8, 5, 2, and then rest. Take a moment to get rid of the foam roller. Let your hands come to your lower back. If you can, interlace them. Palms press, arms up, legs up, and breathe. 10. Feel the chest open. Feel the back strengthen. Now relax for a moment and switch your hands. Now the other one is on the outside. Go up. And relax. Nice. Hands beside your pelvis, just facing the floor. Lift up your back. Lift up your legs. If you'd like, add a little flutter kick with your legs to activate the hamstrings and glutes. Just let the breath rise up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then rest your hands underneath your forehead, just like a pillow. Lift up the left leg all by itself, and then lower. Lift up the right leg. You got it, Catherine. You're just lifting it up towards the sky. Yep. Now what you're doing is trying to keep the pelvis stable, not rocking. It's almost like you're pulling your leg out of your body before you lift it up. So you're going to feel that hamstring glute area. The rest of your body gently frames the floor while you press that thigh, while you pull that leg up. Right and left. If you'd like to add on, the arms are going to go out like a Y. The right arm and the left leg lift. The left arm and the right leg lift. Chin tuck a little. All the limbs can come off the floor if you'd like a harder variation. Inhale and inhale, exhale, exhale. So we'll do a little different breath, a syncopated breath. Inhale, and on the exhale, press back into a child's pose. Press your hips back. If your knees don't like to bend this much, just leave your booty in the air. And hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And then we're going to take the foam roller on the other side of our body. If you'd like a sip, grab a sip now. Remember, we're shooting for 6 to 8 ounces a class. Now your elbows are on this side. I'm going to take off this sweater so I can show you better form. Okay, so your forearms are down on the mat. Your legs are long. You're going to bend those knees in, kind of like you're an inchworm. I like to toe in because it'll get your shin muscle rolled out as opposed to being caustic on that bone, that tibia. So bend your knees in and then extend them. Inchworm. Bend your knees in and extend. This should feel like some abdominals. Then, if you need a backup plane, you can always just take a plank, static without the foam roller. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. You can rest here with this child's pose. 5. Good. 4. 2. Now we're going to go back out. See if you can take inchworms corner to corner. Elbows down. Take your inchworm to your left elbow, or knees to your right elbow. Knees long, knees to your left elbow. Knees long, knees to your right elbow. And 8, and 7, and 6, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and rest. This should feel like your abs are warm. Now we're going to do the pipe, which is where you lift your hips up really high. So you're going to put your elbows down on the mat, extend your legs, toes towards each other. You're going to take an inhale, and as you exhale, lift your hips, and your hips are lifted, your knees are fairly long. 2, and 3. You're also rolling out that shin muscle. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Whew, those are so hard. Let's grab a sip. Very good. We're going to do some oblique pikes. And these can be done with your toes on the floor if you don't want, if you're feeling fatigued from the roller. You're going to put your elbows down. Take your legs long and lift your hips up diagonally while keeping your legs fairly long. Then go up, and then go up. Corner to corner. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. Very good. That was very good. All right, take a moment to go into plank and just hold. Your elbows are underneath your shoulders, your legs are long. Hold the plank. Notice there's more weight on your upper body. Yep, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, recover. And let's come to a seated position and take a bound angle. Really good. So your feet are together. You might even open up a toe or so and then hinge and let your neck soften. Five, 4, 3, 2. Now on the 1, gently come back up and either stay here, or if you would like to take your foam roller to the front, you can take a reverse plank. So you could put your legs long, your fingertips behind you, and you lift up. The modification was to stay in a bound angle. 10, 9, 8, knee soft. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale and exhale. Lower for a moment. You can hold hands with yourself and just lubricate those carpals here. We'll go the other way. You can do another set or take some more bound angle. So fingers back. Another way to do this is also to bend the knees. So when you're ready, go up, and that would be a modification, a shorter lever. 10, 9, there you go. 8, good, Pam. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good, Karen. 2, and 1, and then lower. Nice job. Let's take one inner thigh stretch because they're so wonderful. Go out wide. You can use your roller if you want. You can kind of use it as a tool to go forward and back. Dynamic stretching will sometimes prime the areas before we hold it. Yeah. Yeah. And then you can just find a place that feels amazing. Five, 4, 3, 2. We'll take another inhale and an exhale to come back up. We're going to revisit the plank with our shins on the foam roller. I just wanted to have a little interlude. They're pretty intense. Now, if you need to sit, grab it. The roller's going to be at one end. Then you're going to go forward and back. It's going to look like this. It's not going to be very big. It's going to be very small, but your pubic bone's pulling up. Wonderful to keep those abs in. There you go. You got it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Recover for a moment. The next set is going to be that you hip dip. It's kind of like you're listening to music and your hip dips down and your right hip dips down just a little. We call it funky plank. It's almost like there's water below you and you want to test the water with temperature with your hips. So you're going to go plank, and then you're going to dip your left hip down a little, then your right, then your left, then your right. So that's the move. Let's take 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, recover. Woo! Very good. Now the next one is a possible. You can lift up one leg and then the other in plank, but if that's too hard, just hold your plank. So I'll demo to see what I mean. You go plank, that may be all you want to do, or you lift up the right leg and then the left. Right, left, right, left, right, left. 4 more. And then recover. Child pose. And then take a sip if you want. We're going to do a side plank. We're going to do a little elbow down. Mm-hmm. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, inhale. Now as you're ready, your hip lowers first, so you're never collapsing in the shoulder. Go to the other side. Here we go. 10, 7, upper back against a wall. 6, 5, hip is lifted. 4, Katrine. 3, 2. Now exhale, lower down. Let's go back to the side plank on the other side. Good. Arm up. Now you're going to stay stable. If you can, just add on the arm circling. Everything else is stable. Getting mobility in that shoulder, lifting that hip the whole time. 5 the other way. Now lower down your hip. Good job. Let's go to the other side. Now once you're up, draw those circles. Beautiful. Hip stays lifted. I think that's the challenge, that you're thinking about the upper body, but the lower body is really more important for stability. Go to the other side, because we're weighted. Inhale. And then exhale. And then take a moment. Great. Grab a sip if you'd like. We're going to do a little bit of the partial rollbacks. And with the partial rollbacks, if you have a roller, you can use that. So partial rollback is going to at first look like this. And the reason I'm showing, you can go, yeah, the reason I'm showing this first is because a couple things. It's harder to overcome gravity to be on the floor up. So this lets you feel like you can do the movement without overcoming gravity so much once you're lying down. Now, if you are going back and your feet do not kick up, you could come back. Now you can exhale and curl in, flex. I have to adjust my roller a little bit, and then inhale, come out. And exhale. And notice how I'm not violently throwing my arms forward. I'm trying to keep this with some control. Inhale. Crunch. And back. Feel your belly pull in. And exhale. We'll do one more and then we'll change up the order of the legs. So on your next exhale, come up. Now at this point, we're going to change it. So now your legs go long, okay? As you roll down, your legs are going to bring that in. And then you exhale out. Gentle over. It's like there's a beach ball underneath your arms. Inhale. So we're not doing an aggressive hamstring stretch here, just a gentle forward stretch here over an imaginary beach ball. Inhale. Ribs connect to the mat even when the arms are overhead. Your shoulder blades are going to glide up and over. Healthy scapula do move. Up and over. Good. Now we're going to take this leg long position and we're going to do a minute challenge, and this time I'll actually use a timer instead of my own made up timer that I usually use. Okay, I've got us on timer. Let's go. So you're going to take a minute to roll down. We started on the 22nd part. So I'll alert you. You're slowly fighting gravity. That's 10. Now it is harder if you put your arms up here. And keep going. I'm just going to get in closer. You can see you guys. Yep. I'll call out the 30 here. Okay, now you've done 30 seconds. $40. Keep going. Good, Pam. 50. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Full body stretch. Now when you're in this full body stretch, shift your arm past the other, and then the other arm past the other like you're climbing a ladder. Shift one foot past the other, and not from the knee, this is from the QL, the muscle between the rib and the pelvis. So you're shifting one leg longer than the other, shifting one arm longer than the other from the QL. See if they feel even, the right and left side. A lot of times one side will feel tighter. Just with your conscious attention, you can help even that out. Inhale. And then exhale, bring those feet back in. For a moment, hug the legs into your belly. And we'll take a little single straight leg stretch. Float your shoulder blades off the mat. And you can take one leg out and then exchange the other leg. So the exhale is going to pull your belly in. The outside hand is on the outside foot ankle. The inside hand is on the inside knee. And pull your toes back for 10. Belly in. And recover. Let your head down. Now the legs are going to go up. At first your hands can frame your face. I'm going to show a modification. Just barely lower your legs. Your ribs are down. Now if you'd like to make it more classic, a little harder, hands behind your head, lift up your shoulder blades. Ribs are down as you lower, and we're going to point and flex. Point and flex. Now the belly is pulling in. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 set of heel beats at the lower. Take heel beats. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your legs out to a V. Take an inner thigh stretch. Five, 2, and then 1. And we're gonna take a sip. I'll meet you on the side. We're gonna do a sideline position. This arm is like a pillow, and what I'm trying to do here is keep my neck healthy and in a line. If you look down your body, you see your toes. In other words, they're not behind you and creating a too inwardly swayed low back. So lift up your femurs, and your exhale, if you put your hand here, you can feel them fire. This firing. This hip is firing. This inner thigh is firing. Good. You're trying not to overcompensate with your neck and your shoulders. So where you want the contractions. Take 10 more. Here's one way I trick my abs into firing better. Just put your hand there. 5. Stay up with your legs. See if you can take the top leg higher and leave the bottom leg low or off the floor. Leave that top leg in a high position. Let the bottom leg meet it. Control the up and the down. Now, you could do this double leg lift again, or if you'd like to add on your upper body, you can add on kind of like you're a banana. This hand may assist. This is another way to do it. The longer the levers, the harder for lateral flexion. Now, if you would like, and I'm going to have to make a little room, if you'd like to come up to a banana boat, you can. You're going to use your abs to come up. You balance on your booty, and then you come back down, and you exhale, you go up. You come and balance on your booty, and then you come back down, and you exhale up, and 2, and 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. All right, other side, arm under your head. If you want a pillow, or if you want a drink, or you can also use a pillow here if your neck needs more support. So if your neck needs some more support, take it, use a pillow, it's not cheating. Lift up. Here's your hand. Eyes are up. I'm controlling the way up and the way down. If you have any greater trochanter or hip sensitivity, you can use a little bit of padding under there. Another trick is to bend that bottom knee a little bit. Sometimes that'll get that weight off that. Feel the abs pulling in. Now, it was possible you could add your upper body. Actually, let's go to the upper body. We'll mix it up. You see, I'm just changing the arms to show. Four more. And then find the upper body in a supported position. Lift up both legs. Once you have that, top leg goes up and down. Toes forward. Leave the top leg high, and now the bottom leg's going to go up and down. Now the grand finale, if you would like, you could just do double legs, or you can come up and do a banana boat. And you notice I'm bending my knees just to kind of decrease that length of the lever. You can do it like this. I just want you to make sure, yeah, that was good, Captain, the way you use your arm. Two. One more. And then pause. Take a moment. Good. Let's go out. Big V. That was really good, guys. Take this hand here across. So it doesn't matter which we're going to do the other side, but right hand to the left inner knee. Go up and over. And we just work those lateral muscles, so they're really pliant, like Play-Doh in the sunshine. We're going to stretch them. And there's a few things we're getting here. Inner thigh, hamstring, this lat, which is really helpful for back and shoulder care. The muscles between the rib cage, the intercostals, this muscle here. Breathe into the rib cage. It's hard to come out because that feels so good, but we're going to slowly make our way up. And over to the other side, hand to your inner knee. Go up with your arm. It's almost like you're pulling your spine out of your pelvis. So look up and over. You're going over a barbed wire fence. Up and over. Good. Now that breath, you're directing the breath to this rib cage. And another little trick with that, if you're having trouble with that, it's called one lung breathing, is you direct your nostrils in the direction that you want them to go. This is one of my favorite stretches. I hope you like it. Just find all the little nuances. It's like you're shining a light on the inside of your body, like you're shining a light in an attic, and you're just cleaning up the cobwebs. You're just getting rid of any tight spots with this direct attention. We are going to go right down the middle because it's amazing after you do both sides just to feel how nice that is right down the middle. Exhale, go down. You can rest your arms under your forehead. You can hold onto your toes. Just find out 10. If you need a modification, you can put your booty up on a pillow. That looks really good, guys. 9. Good. Good, Catherine. Good. I'm just checking your form. 7. We're going to take another inhale, and as you exhale, gently come up. And we'll take a little mermaid here with both legs like double triangles. And my left thigh is here, my left foot's on my right thigh. Take your left arm behind you. Now open up, lift up that hip. 10. Yep, lift up. Yeah, bend that top knee, Rick. There you go. Now put your left hand on the floor and lift your right arm. There you go. Up like you're shining your heart to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower, and then you can switch. So I'm just going into it a different way. Keep it on neural pathways fresh. So this is a triangle position. This is one way. Your right hand can come behind your right thigh. Your left arm reaches up. Take a look. Inhale, and on your exhale, gently come down. Lower your fanny, and we'll do a little bit of balance. So you can hold onto your shins, lift up your feet. Make sure you have nothing behind you that if you rolled back you would hurt yourself. Just lift up. So right now I know there's a shadow underneath my feet, but they're off the ground. Good. If you'd like to add on, clap your hands, tap the floor, and wrap your feet. Clap, tap, wrap. And you can even be like a seal and take 3. Good. That went well. If you'd like to add on, hands over the ankle, lift up one leg, and bend. And lift up the other leg, and bend. Now if you want to hold on to your big toe with your fingers, you can. You can extend, and bend, and you can extend. Now if you want to go for the big burrito, go out, and hold shoulder blades down the back. Balancing. Good. 10, 5, 4. If you would like to add on, legs together, hamstrings. Yep. Hold. Good. 10. Now remember, the modification could be to bend. That's okay. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now if you'd like a challenge, let your feet rest on an imaginary table. Take 10 counts to come down. If you need to come down quicker, please do. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, good. 5, belly in. 4, you should see it scooping. 3, not vertically pooching. 2, now 1 full body stretch, arms overhead. Inhale. And we're going to take the right ankle to the left thigh in a figure 4. Now, at first, just reach your hands through the window, and you can rock and you can roll. We're going to be doing the Teapot Stretch too. But for now, just rock. Find a place that feels super. Feel that hip opening. There's 6 deep external rotators in there. Something's bound to be tight. And you know you're welcome to stay here. Or if you'd like to take the teapot, your whole thigh unit rolls over. Your right foot's on the floor, and you open up that right knee. So open up that right thigh like a can opener. Push it. Now you can even leave your hand there or arm up. Your right foot has 4 corners on the floor. You're opening up that knee. If you don't feel it, usually the remedy is pull the whole thigh unit up closer to your torso. Ooh, right there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring it back, ankle to thigh for the first stretch. Reach your hands through the window, and you could rock a little. Feels so good. What you may do is just stay here. See how that feels. The other option is you might just roll over. And then as you do that, you press that knee away from you. Your left arm can go open. That one feels so good. Scan your hands, see if they're soft. Scan your jaw. See if you can release tension anywhere else in addition to the places that we're stretching. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on the 1, we're going to be taking a quad stretch. So one choice is to take your hand to your foot. That's great. I like the roller or lying on the back as well. It is more intense though. And also, if you want to sit, this is a great chance to get that. Good. If you're on the roller, your sacrum's on one end and your head's on the other. And it's if you want to add a bonus, you could do a little tiny massage like this. You get the muscles on your sacrum, your rhomboids, and your head. You can take your right foot under if you're adding up that quad. There you go, Catherine. On either of these, your ribs pull down, your pubic bone pulls up. We did a lot with the psoas today and the rectus femoris when we did all those supine abs. So I do want to address this. Lower your breath down to the diaphragm. Let the exhale release tension. If you deviate a little bit, so this outer pocket's more exposed, that's your TFL. It tends to run tight. It's a secondary hip flexor that gets over recruited as a primary hip flexor sometimes. So, or just by sitting a lot, it can be in this state of flexion. So just see if you have some area there that needs attention. Let the breath go low. And take another inhale. And then as you're exhaling, just switch it up. So your other foot comes under. Rib down. Good. Sometimes you get a hamstring cramp there, Shireen. When your knee's already in flexion and then you ask your hamstring to contract, it can easily go into a little spasm, but we got it now. Rib down. Pubic bone up. And this is where you can notice this one side tighter than the other. You might even notice you can rock a little and find that TFL again. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Now on the 1, you can let go. One option is to put your feet together and make a little bound angle. This is called Supta Baddha Konasana, supine bound angle. You could put your arms out like a little bit of a field goal post, and you see how I'm in a passive chest and shoulder extension or opening. So what we're trying to do with posture and to combat the stresses of forward living is to open up this front body, strengthen the back body. Now at this moment, don't worry about any of that. Just let your mind have a break from all the things that it's always trying to figure it out. Just let your mind have a break by allowing your focus to gently ride the breath. Just observe the inhale. Notice where it goes. Just observe the exhale. Notice how it naturally releases tension like a teapot letting go of steam. Give yourself a light challenge of keeping your mind attentive to the breath for 3 full cycles of inhale and exhale on your own. So what you're doing is making contact with that deeper sense of you that's beyond physical. So take a moment to awaken the fingers and the toes and come towards a comfortable seated position. Any movements you need to make, you can. Eventually you'll just find yourself into a position of least effort where the bones seem stacked. We're going to add a retention. So when you're ready, inhale and then retain the breath and gently bear down. So you're increasing internal pressure, but without stress. And then let that go. Inhale, hold the breath. Retention, gently bear down. So we're doing a little method to tap into the parasympathetic. Bear down. And then let that exhale just go freely. One more time, inhale. Retain the breath and gently bear down. And then exhale, just let the breath go. It's kind of like you're just free, you're releasing. Notice how that feels. See if that technique works for you to help keep the focus and to help come into even a deeper state of calm. We're just acquiring a bunch of tools so that we have those at our access, at our fingertips anytime we need to recreate a sense of homeostasis. So whenever you're ready, you can let your eyes come back into the room, setting intention for some homeostasis the rest of this day. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I'm glad you're liking the foam roller releases too. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Happy Thursday. Bye.